launched by UNAIDS in early 2004 to highlight the effects of HIV/AIDS on women and girls and to stimulate effective action to reduce the impact of the pandemic. The Global Coalition on Women and AIDS is comprised of individuals, networks, and organizations focused on such issues as HIV infection among adolescent girls, violence against women, property and inheritance rights of women and girls, and equal access to education for women and girls. Women of Color United and the Global Coalition on Women and HIV/AIDS are two vehicles that we have for becoming actively engaged in the struggle for social justice among the global community of women impacted by HIV/AIDS. UNAIDS offers a list of priorities which suggests actions that we must take in order to alter the social and structural issues that are impacting the HIV/AIDS phenomenon. Some of those priority actions include supporting women's empowerment and speaking out against stigma, discrimination, and gender inequality. Supporting the passage and enforcement of laws and policies that protect women and girls against sexual violence, disinheritance, gender discrimination of all kinds. Supporting the enactment and enforcement of legislations, policies, programs to protect the rights of women and girls in terms of gender equality and freedom from violence. Promoting campaigns of community dialogue to change harmful norms, gender norms. Engage men and boys and eliminate violence against women and girls. And so these are the kinds of initiatives that we should support and organizations that we should connect ourselves with around these issues. The universal struggles of women are perhaps captured best by the images of women of Africa and her diaspora, who face the multiple jeopardy of being born into a world in which racism, classism, and gender discrimination abound. I reflect upon the beautiful faces of the countless baby girls I have encountered throughout my journey. In their eyes, I see hope for a brighter future for our sisters, our mothers, our aunts, and female descendants. I want for them what I want for all of the world's women: the right to actualize our God-given potential. My sentiments are so well articulated by Ogundipe Leslie in her book, Recreating Ourselves, African Women and Critical Transformations. And she states, what does empowerment mean to us as Black women of Africa and her diaspora? It means social recognition and dignity. It means space to speak, to act, and live with joy and responsibility, as it has always meant for our ever so responsible foremothers, wherever they were in history. We wish to have power which positively promotes life in all its forms. Power to remove from our path anything, any person, any structure which threatens to limit our potential for full human growth as the other half of life's gendered reality. While the impact of HIV/AIDS on African women and the global community presents a formidable challenge, we must remain hopeful. Amidst the devastation and the loss, I hear the voices of all those women who have taught me so much. Yes, they did tell me and did share about HIV/AIDS as representing living with loss and living with disability and pain, living with secrecy and fear and isolation. But at the same time, they also taught me that to live with HIV is to live with faith. To live with HIV is to worship and to be prayerful. They taught me that to live with HIV is to believe in the power of God to heal. They taught me that to live with HIV is to believe in miracles. To live with HIV is to accept and to believe in the inevitable manifestation of God's divine plan. They taught me that to live with HIV is to live with hope. To live with HIV is to live with hope for salvation and deliverance. If our sisters who are living with HIV/AIDS can remain hopeful, how can we not? Finally, I am reminded that we are far stronger than our struggles. We must unite in the struggle against HIV/AIDS and harness the strength and the courage of those great warrior sister spirits who are a part of our collective communion of women. Sisterhood is powerful. Thank you.